Hello, it is Ryan Paton from Liverpool Echo, and it is my honour to be joined by the great Simon Cowell.
And it's my honour to be here.
Simon, you've started the search for the next boy band,
Yeah.
but there's one problem with it.
Go on.
I can't audition for it. Why is that not the case?
Why can't you audition?
Because I'm not 16 to 18.
Or just lie. Who cares? It's happened before.
Okay, so I'll be auditioning tomorrow then. So you've launched the search for the next boy band, sort of. Why? Tell us the thought process behind it. Why is now the time right to find it?
Well, of all the things I've done in my life, in my career, the most fun I've had is working with groups. So I've probably signed more groups than solo artists, like boy bands, girl bands, and the last boy band I signed, the UK band, was One Direction. And then about a year ago, we were having a conversation, which is, why isn't there another UK boy band right now? I mean, I don't like the term boy band, it sounds a bit corny, but a group like One Direction. And nobody's knocked on my door, so I thought, this is what I used to do years and years ago. I used to do this all year long. I used to go into cities, audition, and I thought, let's just do it again. Because if there isn't one, then maybe we can find enough talented people to basically create a new group.
Why do you think there is a dearth of boy bands at the moment?
I knew K-pop was going to be massive.
Yeah.
You could just feel it, you know what I mean? And I wasn't a part of that. I saw them sell out Wembley Stadium. I mean, stadiums all across the world. And it kept nagging at me, thinking, if One Direction, existed today, I really think they would be as popular with those records as well. And the truth is, with groups, they don't really form themselves. Somebody has to actually say, right, you and you and you and you and you or whatever should be in a band. And you've got to do it this way. There's no other way. You can't do it by watching videos. You've got to go into the cities. You've got to meet people. And you always look for individual stars and then combine them all together. You create a bigger star.
Obviously, you've gone back to basics with this search in terms of you are going to each city. Is there any nerves that you mightn't be able to find it this time around? So...
You're right. I woke up this morning with a pit in my stomach thinking, what if no one turns up? But, there's no guarantee. Normally when I do these shows, there's a fixed period of time where we go, right, we start filming here and we end filming there, and that's it. With this, it's a different process, which is we're documenting what we're doing, but we don't know when it ends, because it will only end when we feel we found what we're looking for. And right now, we don't know what we're looking for. I mean, it is as crazy as that. But we were watching some videos on the way up here, whether it was like Wham, when I signed Westlife and One Direction, and same with girl bands. I remember when Spice Girls were launched, when we signed Little Mix. I mean, bands have always been my favourite, and right now we have got to try and find a new UK band. It's as simple as that, and we had to start in Liverpool.
Yeah, Liverpool is one of the few cities you come into on the search. Just what is it about Liverpool that's brought you to the city as part of the search?
I love the people here. Every time we filmed here, I've always had a great time, if I'm being honest with you. I love the audience. I'm always fighting with the producers. We've got to film in Liverpool again. We always have the best time. I mean, genuinely, it's just like, I felt it when I was walking down the road. It's just like, it's got a great energy about it. And of course, the Beatles. I kept thinking, even though they weren't technically a boy band, they were four boys in a band, and they were the biggest band ever. So I thought maybe that's the right thing to do, start here. Really, for that reason, both those reasons. I know how difficult it is to get into a record company. They're all based in London. No one can get in the front door. I know that because I used to work in one for 20 odd years. It's just difficult, full stop. So I don't know what it is. I think the North is a different mindset to London. I've just got on well better on with people in the North of England and in the South of England for some reason. My mum was from Birmingham, so I'm somewhere in the middle. But truthfully, we just had a better time in the north, and a lot of the bands I've signed have been from the north of England or from Dublin, where I'm going. So, we could have gone to like 10 cities, but in the end we thought, right, one north of the city, we'll do London, and then we'll go to Dublin.
Will your trip to Liverpool be dominated by the search, or will you have a bit of downtown to explore other parts of the city?
You know what, this is the one time, genuinely, I actually don't know what's going to happen. I don't know whether 20 people are going to turn up tomorrow, 46, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, we haven't got a bloody clue. So I'm like praying, even if we find one person to start with, who I really believe in, that's a good place to start.
Yeah.
But there is something about when a band like pops, it is the most exciting feeling in the world.
Yeah.
I mean, the times I had with One Direction during the launch and when they had their first hit record and blah, 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 it was just, when I look back, that was the most fun and exciting time of my career.
Yeah,
honestly.
that's the proudest thing in your career, would you say that?
It was certainly the most exciting. The moment when I kind of met them as a band for the first time, I just had this gut feeling going, bloody hell, they're really, really good.
Yeah.
And I really like them, and they're fun.
Yeah.
And then when I heard their first record, I'm like, and I remember where I was when I heard it, and everything about that whole time was just fun.
Yeah.
And it was like energetic, and it's almost what I think the music business needs right now. It needs something like that again, because we don't have it right now.
You've had an incredible career in entertainment. Do you have a favourite memory of coming to Liverpool? Something that particularly stands out in your mind?
I think we shot Got Talent up here one year, and I felt the show had been a bit flat the year before. It happens. And we came up here, and I just looked back, and I could just hear the energy. And just looking around, thinking, this is like being at a party. It's bloody brilliant.
Yes.
And then when I watched it back, we had all the sound bites. I thought, this is its own show. The audience just talking about the ads was better than we were.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone's got an opinion. They're fun. I genuinely mean this. I've just always had like good memories of this city.
It needed Liverpool to lift it.
Yeah, it's just like, I mean, trust me, I think it's what we all need right now, a dose of Liverpool. It's just, like I said, it's got a great energy about it.
Yeah. And what do you think is the key to your staying power in the industry? Because obviously now you have enjoyed this legendary career. Sort of, how do you keep evolving to move with the times?
Well, I suppose it's not really. I mean, I have great memories of what I've done before, I mean, truly great memories, but that's kind of the past. It doesn't interest me really. I'm always more excited about when I see like a gap in the market right now, and it's like, wow,
Yeah.
God, if we get this right and it works, there is a real opportunity here, not just for us, but for the people in the band. And by the way, we might end up with 2 bands. I don't know. But it's just that. I suppose, when I was an A&R guy and I didn't have much money, I just used to hustle everything. Every time I thought I had a hit record, it was fun. And I missed that. So this is kind of much more raw compared to what I'm used to. There's no safety net. This could go terribly wrong, or it could go great. I don't know. But I just know I would hate myself if I hadn't tried.
Yeah.
Would you?
So I'd say in terms of your persona, sort of when you first started being a talent judge, you were sort of known as like a bit more nasty, would be more kind of like a mean comment. But I don't know if you agree with this, but in as you've got older, your certain softened. Do you think you've changed? Would you say?
It's being a dad.
Do you think?
Genuinely, every time you see a young contestant there, you go, that could be my son. That's how I feel. I also think in the early days of these shows, I used to get frustrated because when people came in and they just couldn't sing, and I would say, being honest, well, you can't sing. I'm like, well, I'm only being honest. I can't never lie to you. And you want people to do well, and it's a really hard industry.
Yes.
This,
yeah.
Even if you're brilliant, it's hard. It's impossible if you can't sing. So that's when I used to get frustrated because I really wanted to find a star every year. And when there were times when we just didn't see good people, I would really, really, really get in a bad mood, yeah.
And across your legacy career, do you have any biggest regrets that stand out as something that...
You know what? You can't... Everything happens for a reason. I think we all evolve as people, right? And definitely, like I said, being a dad, it does soften you up a lot. So I'll say to anyone listening, just be a mum or a dad, because it's the best feeling in the world. I mean, genuinely, it is.
And what's next on the horizon for yourself? You've got the search.
Well, we've got this. I mean, I sort of take one thing at a time. I still do Got Talent every year. I've got, we did Britain's Got Talent, and we're doing America's Got Talent. I'm doing this, and that kind of, I think, fills the diary.
I came up with 5 Scouse phrases.
Go on.
To see if you understand what they mean, because if you've got a Scouser in your coming band, you've got to know what they're saying.
Yeah, that's a good point. Okay, so even if I get it wrong, you're helping me.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Okay, got it.
So are you ready for a nice one, Si?
Yeah.
So, first question, is it ice lolly or lolly ice?
Ice lolly.
No, it's a lolly ice. You can't.
Right.
We say lolly ice. Yeah.
Okay, got it. Okay.
So first one incorrect.
Okay.
So if I have to say someone is a meth, what am I saying?
I thought you said something else for a moment. Oh, come on, give me a clue.
Well, there's no one in here who could describe it, because it's an insult.
Okay, a meth. A bit of a mess.
Bit of a meth. Can you be a bit more specific? The clothing, attire-wise, like messy clothes.
I give up.
It's like a scruff.
A scruff.
Like a scruff, yeah.
Okay, a meth.
Yeah, a meth.
Okay. I did think you said something else. Think about that.
What did you think we can bleep? Wow. That's not a Scouse phrase.
No.
If I was to say scran, what would I mean?
But give me the sentence.
Let's go out for some scran.
Dinner.
Yeah, it's more broad than that, just food.
Food.
Yeah, I'm going to give you that one.
I'm going to give you. I'll take that one.
Yeah,
Thank you.
one out of 3.
Okay.
If I was to describe something as boss, what would that be?
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that one.
Oh, you're getting into the swing of things now.
Yeah.
And then the
So
final
I'm going to use that tomorrow. Your boss.
You're a boss?
Yeah.
That can be what you're saying in the next season of Britain's Got Talent.
I'll do it.
So that was boss.
That's boss.
And the final one, what is a wool? A wool. You are a wool.
A wool.
Simon Cowell, you are a wool.
Hot.
Hot?
Yeah.
No, not hot.
Handsome?
It's geographical.
Oh. Southern?
Almost, yeah. So it's a bit more niche. So it's basically anyone outside of Liverpool.
Anyone? So I'm a wool.
You're a wool, yeah.
But okay.
It's a bit more like, so people from Liverpool would say people from the Wirral are wolves.
Yeah.
But it can be more. There's intricacies with it.
But I could be a wool for 3 days.
Yeah.
Right.
But so there's intricacies within the region. So like it can be based on the colour of the bin. So Liverpool City Council bins are purple.
Right.
Or the councils are brown. That might identify someone as a wool. It's a whole wormhole.
I get it.
But if you've got a Scouser in your band, these are the things that you might encounter.
I'm looking for a boss wool.
No, I don't think you're looking for a wool. If you get a wool, that's fine.
Yeah.
But I don't.
But it's not a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing.
Okay.
No, it just means it's just geographical.
Okay, so it's outside of Liverpool.
Yeah.
Right. So so to be more specific, I'm looking for a boss who's not a wool.
Yeah, but if you were to get a wool though, I don't think we should
No.
we can't criticise that.
No.
Because you came to me, started looking for the next big thing. So and we love that. Do you think this has helped?
Definitely. If you hear me say boss, you can take that one.
Well, did you get 3 out of 5?
So I think that was 3 out of 5.
3 out of 5, maybe.
Yeah.
3 out of 5.
I mean, that's not bad, right?
Nice one, Si.
That was brilliant.